Okay. I'm not quitting the channel, but I will properly get into what this video is really about. I'm having a lot of thoughts and trying to just, figure stuff out. And so this video is probably going to be pretty messy, but it's personal to me where I try to express myself. So hopefully you guys can relate or at least understand where I'm coming from. One of the main reasons I joined YouTube wasn't for the views or subscribers. I found myself talking way too much about movies, and most of the people around me weren't really interested in hearing me talk about it. So, in order to make my voice heard, I began YouTube so that whoever's listening to me is doing so out of their own choice. Plus, YouTube can lead me to edit constantly and practice and learn and improve. And when I joined YouTube, I was very confident about my intention and I knew it wasn't, for views and whatnot. But that was before entering this mad race. And now that I've actually been on this platform for a little more than 2 years, I have things to talk about. Now, I don't know if this is just how our society is or a YouTube thing, but we live in an extremely goal oriented and competitive society where the worry is always about what will happen, how well will the video perform, whereas it should really be about the process behind it. And I love the process behind making my videos. I have to watch the film, and sometimes I write down simple points that form the backbone of my script, and then I sit down and write a script for a couple hours. And then there's the editing process, which I love, which also, takes a couple hours depending on the length of the script. And at the moment, I'm not feeling burnt out, and many people feel a burnout when they repeatedly do one thing, and the initial enthusiasm becomes lacking. And I love every process, and I become excited at the thought of editing a new video. It genuinely makes me happy to make these videos. Another thing is comparison, right? YouTube is such a vast space that many times I often end up wondering what even is my place within this? Does my voice even matter? And amongst this, I look at other channels with a large number of views and subscribers and begin comparing myself to them. Why am I not as good enough as them? Why am I lacking? Is my channel good enough? Is my content good enough? And I know that this isn't healthy, but I always somehow find a way to compare myself to others. But there's also a different side to this. I look at some channels I don't particularly like very much, be it their personality, their content, their thumbnails, or anything else. And I see these channels get so much traction. And if I'm being honest, yeah, I feel jealous. And I know opinions are subjective and everyone has their own personal taste, but it was a little saddening to see that my videos and thumbnails, for which I spent a lot of time and effort, do not get as much traction as some other channels' videos and thumbnails that I felt weren't up to the mark. Speaking of content, one of my main objectives of the channel is to introduce good cinema to people and hoping my videos will give them the push to watch it. Now, I do talk about popular movies that many might not have seen on the channel, but I also sometimes talk about smaller films that not many people might have heard of. And if people actually see them because of my video, then I've achieved my goal. And commenting is another issue, right? YouTubers say it, right? Please comment, like, and share. And when I've said it on the channel, it always feels odd because when I hear other YouTubers say it, most of the time I know that the video has ended, so I would just click off just like you guys. So I feel a little odd when I say it because most of the time I know that most of the people won't like it or comment or subscribe and simply just click off. And I have to find creative ways to self promote without it sounding boring that you, yes, you, the audience, won't click off. We're all just fighting for your attention because of our attention spans, which only keeps getting shorter. And I've always seen my videos not just as plain videos, but as the beginning of a conversation. And that conversation can continue in the comment section by you guys. I want my comment section to be a place where people can talk about their opinion on the film or show that the video is based on, be it an agreement or disagreement, and maybe you can give your interpretation of the film or your favorite scene or talk about your favorite performance. Again, I began the channel to talk to people who are as passionate about film as me, and that talking part is in the comment section. No one is too big or small for praise. So, my favorite type of comments are conversation starters, and I hope you guys can make an effort to do that if you want to. One thing that really kind of makes me happy is that when people DM me or just ask me questions, they request me to basically review a film that they saw and they want me to review it because they really want to know what I think about it. And as I said before, I'm a person who really thinks about, whether my voice or my opinion in this platform of YouTube even matters because it's so small compared to countless other channels that have huge views and whatnot. Then when someone asks me this question, I feel glad because it makes me realize that okay, to this person my opinion matters. They want to know what I think of something. So even if I review a film they asked me to or I didn't, I would request you to keep on asking me questions if you have any, because that makes my day. So, yeah. Another thing that YouTube does is give you the want to get more views. So, there's the question of what the audience wants and what you want, which can end up being the same, but most of the time for me it's different. For example, sometimes I know that a video based on superhero content will get more traction than, let's say, an analysis on The Disciple. And that's expected, right? But I'd be lying if I said I didn't cancel some video ideas because I knew it wouldn't do well, and I'm too afraid of seeing it fail. But sometimes, yeah, I do feel a little rebellious and make a video that I know will flop and will break my heart, but I do it simply because I just really badly want to talk about the movie. Another thing is, I want to make videos where I genuinely have something interesting to say or something new to say. And even if it's none of those, I just want to be passionate enough to talk about the subject with a lot of love. That's what I want. I don't want to make videos just for the sake of it or just because I know it will get views. Whereas I want my videos to be a place where people can learn things or, get educated on some degree, or just so that people can see how passionate I am about something. And the weird thing is that you can't expect anything from YouTube. Anything can blow up at any time. So it can make for some pleasant surprises. My most popular video as of this moment is an old video I had made on the Indian film Endiran. And I'm really glad it got so much traction, but in my opinion, I have made several videos that I think are miles better than this video and deserve equal, if not more, recognition. But again, that is beyond my control, unfortunately. As a creator, I put all my love, time, and effort into every single video. They're my babies in a sense, and I want all of them to do well, but you're the ones that decide its fate. I simply give my best and hope that it does well. So yeah, I'm most likely not going to quit, but I have thought about quitting almost every single day. As a human being, I always have this thing of wanting more. I want more views, more subscribers, more comments, and I know that if I achieve my goal, I'll be happy for a while, but I'll get used to it. And then eventually I would want more than that. And I get demotivated pretty easily. And this isn't some motivational video where I present the solution to the problem, but it's a video where I talk about the problem and maybe someone will know that they are not alone. And I know that isn't as helpful as solving the problem, but I think that's the first step, to know that you're not alone. My obsession for wanting more can lead me to never truly be happy with anything, but as of now, I'm grateful and I sincerely thank all of you who decided to dedicate your time to watching something I created. And if I've kept your attention for so long, thank you for making it this far. I probably won't stop because I like this shit. I like doing this. Making videos gives me happiness, and I will probably be very upset when something doesn't go my way. But hopefully, you have understood how I feel about things, and hopefully, I have widened your perspective on things. And hopefully, you will make an effort to fulfill your optional duty as a viewer. You can comment down below of what you think of this video, or if you have any criticisms for the channel or anything that I can improve on. Thank you for coming to my rant, and have a wonderful day.